everybody, my name is Matt Heagy, and I'm submitting myself for a role as Carpenter for your TV show. I wore my bag just in case there's any confusion of what role I'm submitting myself, and because you never know when something might break while we're filming this. Can't be too careful, so, wait! No, false alarm, we're good. Anyway, I know what you're thinking. You see me, and you're thinking this guy is too young to be an experienced carpenter on our show. And you couldn't be more wrong. Let me tell you why. Well, first of all, thank you for the compliment. And second of all, I have all the experience, education, and hands-on experience you're looking for. I mean, just check on that resume down there. You'll see it. It's perfect. And also, I mean, look at Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. No, never mind. Forget them. But young people can accomplish great things all the time. So don't be scared by that. You'll see by my craftsmanship that I'm the best that you'll have. Anyway, I want to move on to what to do when planning for a huge home renovation. People ask this all the time. And if you're lucky enough, blessed to have me as a friend, and I can do the work for you, good for you. You don't even have to worry about it because you already got the best. But if you're not so fortunate or blessed, here's the things that I would do if I was in another state doing work and I didn't know any contractors in the area. I would go right to the supply houses, and usually electrical, plumbing, even a private lumber yard. Do not, I repeat, do not go to Home Depot or Lowe's. All right, those guys, most quality contractors do not shop there. Do not go into Yellow Pages and look for the guy with the biggest ad, because that never works out right. So please go to your electrical supply house or plumbing house, and they will be able to give you 3 or 4 referrals. You know, get bids from every one of them. You know, that's another key thing, is to make sure you get 3 or 4 bids. And then don't always go with the lowest one, because the lowest one is not always the best. You know, you get what you pay for. You know, go with who you feel best with, and then go back to them, you know, kind of give them the guilt trip. I usually have to go with it. Well, you know, I really like you. You guys do great work, but this other guy's doing it for this price, and wow, you know, I just can't really afford the money, and geez, if only you could come to, you know, just lay it on thick. And usually they'll come down with some money. So you'll be able to, you know, it's worked on me a couple of times, trust me. So it'll work on these people. And then another thing is, make sure when planning you have a concise idea of what you want to do. There's nothing worse than finding a customer who knows they want to have their kitchen redone, but they don't know what they want to do. You know, he's like, yeah, I want new cabinets, but what color? I don't know. You know, yeah, I want a tile backsplash, but what kind of tile? You know, yes, I want a new floor, but they don't want, you know, ceramic tile, you know, natural stone tile. They don't want hardwood flooring. You know, make sure you have a clear, concise plan. Plus, it makes it easier for a contractor to bid. Now, moving on to how you can save money and time doing renovations yourself. I'm in my kitchen. As you can see, it is a beautiful kitchen. Tell me about it. I mean, it's gorgeous plywood cabinets, painted dark brown, whatever color it is. And one thing that I would do in this kitchen if I actually owned this place would be cabinet refacing. Right, sorry about that. Battery went dead on the camera. My crew is just letting the ball drop. I'm going to have to talk to production about this. Anyway, what I want to talk to you now about is cabinet refacing. It's a simple way to have a brand new kitchen in half the time and at half the cost. And the general idea is you take an old kitchen like this, which is ugly, outdated, but still in relatively good shape, and you take all of the cabinet doors, you take them off, replace them with brand new cabinet doors, and then you take the frames, which are still obviously very solid, and you cover them with a vinyl laminate, and it looks beautiful once it's finished. It looks like a brand new kitchen. You can't even tell that it's actually old cabinets. Now, here I have some door samples. This is a solid wood door. It's beautiful, relatively expensive, but you know, once it's finished, it looks amazing. And we also have, in the lower line, we have false alarm. Never be too careful. Alright, we have a vinyl door. Now this is a relatively cheaper, still very durable, and looks just as beautiful when it's done. And once you're finished, you'll be so happy with your kitchen. You'll think you'll have a brand new kitchen. Now, the thing about cabinet refacing is it's actually the third the cost of custom cabinets, and it takes about half the time. You usually have a kitchen like this one done in about 1 to 2 days. That's a great thing. Now, when people redo their kitchen cabinets, what comes next? The countertops. And everybody loves granite, of course. The problem is, custom granite countertops through a custom granite countertop company is relatively expensive. But something I learned actually after moving out here is something called prefabricated granite countertops. Now, let me show you this kitchen countertop here. Let me get my camera guy to do a little pan. Professionally done microwave, stove, dirty dishes, doors. And you can see that countertop here would be about $4,000 if you went through a custom granite countertop company. Now, if you did prefabricated countertops, which, let me explain them to you real quick, is they come in standard lengths, about 8, 9, or 10 feet, and they come in a standard width, which is 25 inches, which is the typical depth of typical depth of cabinets. Now, they come in 100 different granite colors. Everything's in stock, and you can have a guy come in and he can replace it and do your whole kitchen in usually about 1 day. And it's great. And an average cost, like for a kitchen like this, will be about $2,600. So you're saving a lot of money and a lot of time. So these are just a couple of ideas how people can save a lot of time, a lot of money on any type of easy project in their kitchen. So, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.